The time is now 6:05 in the morning, and I've just come to the unfortunate realisation that we've got no whey protein in the house. So this morning's breakfast is going to consist of cream of rice and a tin of tuna. It's one of those moments when you think, well, what am I actually doing? But hey ho, got to spike that muscle protein synthesis. Is that really why we do it? Not so sure. It'd be fine, I'm sure. I'm not having them together, it's just cream of rice and a tin of tuna on the side. Anyway, welcome to Building GymPin, episode 2. It's been an incredibly busy week. We've, every single one of our guys that help us out have been working late this week trying to get orders out. Every week for the past 6 weeks, we've had our busiest week ever. So leading up to Black Friday, we were doing more orders than ever, and we beat that every single week. So it's been an incredible period of time when we just sat there looking at the orders going up and up and up, and we're not quite sure when it's going to end. We think there'll be a natural drop-off in January, but we're not so sure. With the way it's going, we won't be surprised if it just carried on growing like mad, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, we're very, very grateful for everyone who puts their hand in their pocket and spends money with us. We're delighted that you trust us with our products to support you in your training. We really are. But it's a very, very big workload to get everything out in a timely manner. But hey, that's what we're here for. That's what we do. So what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be doing a bit more of a day in the life vloggy style video, and we're going to be doing a bit of a workshop tour, so stay tuned.
If you followed us for some time, you'll know that I like to show snippets of what we get up to in the warehouse, and you guys have been obsessed with seeing more behind the scenes stuff, so we'll do a bit of that today. Also, I hope this video finally puts to bed the haters and the comments that say we're a dropshipping business. And people seem to think that because there are other shitty brands out there that we're one of those and we don't manufacture all our stuff in the UK. So I don't know what else I can do to prove that we do manufacture in the UK without doing a warehouse tour. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'll give you a bit of a backstory though. If we rewind 2.5 years, we had a single unit and it was floor to ceiling full of stock. And it was one Christmas and we got to the point where we thought this has to change. So as of this year, we've gone through we moved into a bigger unit, which is essentially 3 units knocked into one, and then we've taken on a further 2 units, and it's Christmas, December 2024 at the minute, and we're already looking at moving into a bigger unit in January. So the business is going the right way, and I'll talk you through a bit of the stuff that goes on in our unit at the minute. If you've already got one of your GymPins, you know that when you open the package, they've really got that wow factor. And as you'll see in the next clip, every single one of our GymPins is finished by hand to really give that high polished finish. And once they've been finished in the polisher and the pillar drill, they get moved to this rack that we've had made. And this is where they get picked off, ready for dispatch. Nice.
Hello.
So if I just take you over to Nathan's fabrication bench, these are 2 welders we've had to buy this year. They were bloody expensive. And then we've got, these are the G's that make up that go onto the G handle. If you followed us on social media, you see that they took quite a while to get released, but now they are released. They've been very popular. So these are all the G's that go with the G handle. These are some of the components for the Rep ISO adapters that are about to go to finishing. And you can see that Nathan's been extremely busy with all those different pairs that we've got going on there. And these are the kickstands that don't get much airtime on social media. These have been developed in collaboration with Aaron from Curls in the Rack. They're a cool product there to help you do. Chris is making a load of noise there. These were developed with Aaron from Curls in the Rack, and they are designed to help you do belt squats in your home gym. So there's a hell of a lot going on. And do you want to say hi?
Hi.
This is my partner in crime, Chris. He doesn't get involved in the social media too much. He leaves it all up to me. But we're going to try and get him involved more this year. Nathan's in charge of getting all these components ready for the final finishing processes before they can be dispatched. So in this clip here, or in what you can see in shot, these are the burger presses. And as we've grown, we've been really keen to try and incorporate the same designs across the range. So you'll see that the burger press is very, very similar in design to the fixed D handles. So what we've managed to do this year is incorporate the laser cut G into the side of the fixed D handle. And then these are the handles that go as part of the fixed D handles. And then we've also tried to incorporate a similar design into the G handle, so the whole range looks uniform. As people have started to know that we can make a hell of a lot of things in-house, and we've got the capacity to make a shitload of things in-house, we get a lot of DMs saying, can you make this, can you make that? Not just in the gym space. So one thing that we've been working hard on this year are fabricated components in other industries. So these are components for Land Rovers. So if anybody on here is into their off-roading and has got one of the old school Defenders or Discos, then give us a DM. We can tell you the place to go to get some really cool bits for your off-roader. Have you ever heard the story about James Dyson and that he's got all of his prototypes on the wall in his factory? Well, we tried to replicate that in our workshop. So we tried to replicate something similar in our workshop. So we had a request from a guy who wanted a light holy bar that was 45 inches long so that he could connect 2 cable stacks together, and that's what we've put up there. We've gone the same with just a light bar. This one here is 40 inches, and then we did the blue range for Le Coach Gym. That's the stainless steel light bar. They are on the website, and then this was just a funny design that Chris had to play with. So at the top there is the first ever D-handle bar which we ever released, and if you've followed us for a while you might recognise that. Looking back, it's probably not one of our proudest moments. It's a very, very simple design. It's just a piece of steel with some holes in it, but we thought we'd absolutely nailed it. And then little did we know that we would go on to change the design completely. At one stage we did have the gold as an option on the website. We might bring that back, we might not, we're not too sure yet. And then we've got the different variations of the light bars and the stainless steel bars. They were cool as well, and we've brought them back this year. But that's the first iteration of the stainless steel bars, the idea came to us by a gentleman in Finland who wanted to train outside, and he said he needed stainless steel bars because the mild steel would potentially corrode and stainless steel obviously wouldn't. So that's why we brought out the stainless steel bars, and they were a good success. And then this is the current Pro 30-inch D-handle bar. That has been for a long time our most premium bar, and I would now argue that the Pro Holy range is the one to go for if you want absolute premium. And then you've got a couple more iterations of the stainless steel with the different stickers. At one stage we had a laser cut steel plaque in the middle. That was a nice touch, and then we went back to the gel resin sticker. That's a bit of a behind the scenes of what goes on at GymPin, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you want to see more in the comments. I'm going to be filming a lot more content this year for YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys, because one of the videos we've got planned is we're going to show you what's involved in expanding into the bigger unit.